जी डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम, बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला। जी डियर स्टूडेंट्स, टुडे वी आर starting our second poem, Night Mail. It's a very beautiful poem by W.H. Auden. Night Mail. The poet has beautifully used the literary term personification in this poem. Personification, it is an attitude of treating something as a human. Personification, dear students, इसकी मुख्तसर डेफिनेशन ये है कि किसी बेजानदार को इस तरह पेश करना गोया वो जानदार हो। पर्सोनिफिकेशन कहलाता है। शायर ने बहुत खूबसूरती से इस नज़्म में नाइट मेल को पर्सोनिफाई किया है। द पोइम इज़ अ मैसेज ऑफ कॉन्सिस्टेंसी, unwaveringness, unflinchingness. Yes, life is full of humps and bumps that reduce your speed towards your glorious destination. Despite the obstructions, you need to be constant, consistent, unwavering, unflinching in your efforts. That, of course, will make you embrace your cherished goal and destination. तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये एक खूबसूरत मैसेज है, एक जहद मुसलसल का। देखें, आपकी और आपकी जो मंजिल मकसूद है, इसके दरमियान में जो डिस्टेंस है, इस डिस्टेंस में आपको बहुत सारी रुकावटों का सामना होगा। तब जाके आप अपनी मंजिल से हमकिनार होंगे। देखें, path towards glory never runs smooth. You have to face so many hurdles, hindrances, obstructions before you meet your target. That's the very beautiful message given by the poem Night Mail. Let's start its text now. This is the night mail crossing the border, bringing the check and the postal order, letters for the rich, letters for the poor, the check, the shop at the corner, the girl next door. These lines depict a very beautiful arrival of night mail. This is not an ordinary passenger train. It comes over the border, it brings checks and postal orders. It brings letters for all strata of the society, for all people, rich and poor. It also brings A love letter for the girl who lives next to the shop at the corner. So it brings messages of happiness for all ages of for all ages, people of all ages, for people of all ages. It brings merriment to the people who are awaiting anxiously for something very dear to them. Pulling up, we talk a steady climb, the gradients against her, but she's on time, past cotton grass and moorland boulder, shoveling white steam over her shoulder. There is a pastoral setup, a rustic, rural setup. Be a talk, a pastoral setup it gives out, a hilly area. It climbs steadily, unwaveringly, constantly. Despite the degree of ascendance and descendance, she never gets late for her destination. She's always on time. She travels by cotton grass and marshy areas, throwing white steam over her shoulder. She moves on steadily. So it is a message, dear students, as I have already told you. It is a message of consistency. Life is fraught with so many problems, hurdles, but you ought to focus your target. Valiantly, bravely, with a stout and stalwart heart. जी dear students, यहाँ gradients, dear students, gradients, degree of ascendance and descendance, shoveling moorland, marsh को कहते हैं, boulder, a small hill, टीला, shoveling के मानी throwing. Yes, the poet has beautifully personified night mail. The personification is par excellence, of course. Snorting noisily, she passes silent miles of wind-bent grasses. Birds turn their heads as she approaches, stare from bushes at her blank-faced coaches. These lines depict the very rhythmic, a beautiful arrival of the night mail through hilly area. It arrives creating rough sounds, while the grass that is grown around its track gets bent, due to its force of velocity and speed. It means when you look into the eyes of the problems, you get better of them, you dominate, you prevail them. Never surrender. You need to stay stalwart in face of problems in your life, valiant in face of problems in your life. Birds, when it passes through the farms, birds get frightened. They just look at its empty seats because it is a night mail, not ordinary train, not passenger train. Blank face coaches mean empty seats. So there is a message, again, a message of valiance, consistency, constancy, and perpetuality so far as your struggle is concerned. Sheepdogs cannot turn her course, they slumber on with paws across. In the farm she passes, no one wakes, but a jug in a bedroom gently shakes. When she passes through the agriculture farms, shepherd's dog keep enjoying their slumber and sleep because they cannot force her to stop. Dear students, here dog stand for the problems that you are possibly to face while you are heading and proceeding toward your cherished destination. And when you stay constant in your journey, such problems are got dominated by you. तो आप उन पे गालिब आ जाते हैं. ये मसाइल हैं आपकी ज़िंदगी के, ये आएंगे ज़िंदगी में. कुत्ते भौंकते रहते हैं, काफ़िले गुजरते रहते हैं. तो ऐसी अनटॉवर्ड सिचुएशन आपकी ज़िंदगी में आएंगी. आप जब आपका फोकस आपकी महबूब मंजिल मकसूद पे है तो आपको ऐसी प्रॉब्लम्स फेस करनी पड़ेंगी, ऐसे लोगों से आपको सामना होगा. बट यू नीड टू बी कॉन्स्टेंट इन योर एफर्ट्स. मगर आपको चलते रहना है. इंशाल्लाह इसी तरह मंजिल मकसूद से जा मिलेंगे. तो वो अब आलती पालती मारकर सोए रहते हैं उन्हें पता है कि हम इसे फोर्स नहीं कर सकते स्टॉप करने के लिए। यानी आप मसाइल को भी मसाइल में डाल देते हैं जब आप में हौसला और मुस्तकिल मिजाजी होती है अपने मकसद के लिए। मुश्किलों को आप मुश्किलों में डाल देते हैं। When she passes, there is a jug that gets vibrated due to its arrival. No one gets disturbed over there because people living around the track of the train, they are get accustomed. They are got accustomed to its arrival, to its noise. So, when you are proceeding towards your destination, there are possibly the factors which may be very horrifying, terrible, horrible, terrible, gruesome, macabre. But when you are determined enough, they get dominated. Thus, you need to be determined enough to face all sort of untoward situation while you are heading toward your cherished destination. That's it, dear student. Night mail इसकी text. If you face any query, any problem, please let me know through your comments. I'm here to demystify and clarify them. The night mail is a train that carries mail, Charlie. The night mail reaches on time. On the arrival of night mail, the birds are frightened, Alpha. Why do the sheepdogs continue to sleep on the arrival of the train? Because they cannot change her course, Charlie. That's it, dear students. Till next, Allah Hafiz. May Allah bless you with the pleasures and comforts of life and enable you to distribute the same to the people around you. Allah Hafiz. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.